here are naturally very excited to have survived yet another onslaught by Gaddafi's forces. It is down the road here in the southern part of the city that his troops, his heavy armor, came barreling down in the early hours of the morning. This, a tank that was captured by opposition forces, now it has turned into something of a victory symbol. That's the driver of the vehicle, where obviously you can see the 2 bullet holes in the glass, and everyone, of course, congratulating him on the fact that he survived.
A long line of, tanks, missiles, people armed with heavy arm.
Where were you? Where were you?
I've been in there in this street. 4 of our cars in my home have been hit, have been damaged. They are, you see, randomly hitting the houses, and they were laughing. The main thing, when they are hitting us, they were laughing.
But were you worried? Where's your family? Were you worried?
Inside the house, they were crying, screaming, sighing, kids, intimidating.
Was it did they only come on tanks, or were they on foot as well?
Food, tanks, cars, a lot of things. You see, you can hear the different voices of the weapons, which makes you believe that there's a lot of weapons, a lot of different weapons. You can't imagine that they are hitting, civilian people.
You can clearly see the tank tracks here where they've dug up the concrete, and we're beginning to see some of the damage that was caused by the rounds that were fired earlier. Around the corner, there's a building that has sustained quite a bit of damage, with eyewitnesses telling us that that is directly where the tank rounds were firing. This here used to be a pharmacy, residents were telling us. They're also talking about a residential building that was fired upon, one of those many apartment blocks back there. Everybody here growing very concerned that Gaddafi's forces have withdrawn only to launch yet another attack. Arwa Damon, CNN, Benghazi, Libya.